it's Evie, and in this video, I will be explaining my labor and delivery story. What is this? Why is it in my way? Sorry about that. So, let's get started, shall we? So, for those that don't know, I basically explain it in multiple videos, but I was recently pregnant, and this is my cat, sorry. I was recently pregnant. I just introduced my son in this video. His name is Elias. And in this video, I want to explain to you how my labor and delivery was. I don't know if this is TMI. I won't be showing any videos or pictures because it's personal. Maybe for the thumbnail, I'll show like a glimpse of what was going on. But other than that, no. Come on, buddy. So, my due date was originally July 8th, and I was already 39 weeks pregnant, and I decided to be induced medically. So I went in on July 2nd, and that's when they started giving me medication to induce my labor. The problem with that was that it was taking too long. So around, I want to say the 3rd, they had to insert a Foley balloon and a catheter, and that's what started to open up the cervix. So leading up to the contractions and everything, it was the worst pain I ever went through. I ended up choosing to go with the epidural, but the anesthetic team, I don't know how to pronounce that. They basically decided to give me a spinal tap, which they thought was better than the epidural, which turned out around maybe 2 hours into after having around 2 hours after having the spinal tap, I was in so much pain that my OB had to come in and basically tell the team, this isn't working. She's in pain and she needs an epidural. So they came back and I had to get another needle in my back. But this time, it even though it hurt the same, this time I was able, the epidural was attached to a button, like the needle that they put in my back. The tubing was attached to a button that every 10 minutes I could press it for numbing medication. Around midnight, my legs, my lower half was completely numb. I didn't feel anything, and the Foley balloon, they would come in like every 4-6 hours to make it bigger. So they would check, and I was already, I want to say 4 centimeters. So they were able to take the balloon out, and that triggered my water to be broken. And after that, it was just casually waiting. Around this time, my child's father came in, and I was with my mom the whole time. My mom was in the room the whole time, being my support. And my child's father, this was like around 4 a.m. in the morning, he finally came to the hospital, because I was in active labor at this point. So around, like, every couple hours they would check vitals, they would check, like, blood pressure, temperature, and stuff like that. And then they would casually check to see how dilated I was. So around, like, I fell asleep because they were like, oh, he's not going to be here until the 4th. It was already the 4th, so they meant like probably later in the day, 4th of July. So I woke up around 8:50, and they came in and checked, and I was fully dilated. And they were like, he's coming now. it took them a little bit to set up. Around 9 a.m. we started pushing. Well, I did. And it took about 3 sets of pushing for him to slide out. And these nurses were like, you never know how trained these people are until you see something like this. They were like catching him, they put him on my chest, they took him, then they got him all settled up, and then they were, fixing everything, and it was so fast. Like, how everything happened was so fast. He was here at 9:15 a.m. So it only took like 10-15 minutes for him to come. And it was so overwhelming. Like, the feeling of meeting my son, even still to this day when I look at him, it's such a surreal feeling. Like, there's nothing like having a child and everything shifting from normal life to parenthood. It was truly overwhelming. My son came out healthy, and I'm sorry it's not more, but it all happened so fast. Like, it wasn't like I was in labor for days. It wasn't like he took hours to come or whatever. It was only 10-15 minutes of pushing, and he was here just like that. And from the moment I saw my son, like, I bet the questions are, did you know his name would fit him? Yes. In my opinion, my son's name fits him. In my opinion, anything that I predicted, I knew he would look like me from the ultrasound. I knew his name would fit him. I knew that he would be a very calm baby. He didn't really cry much. He wasn't angry when he was born. Even to this day, like, he doesn't really cry, and he's just the most sweetest cuddle bug I've ever seen in my life. Like, he's just amazing. And I get, like, all parents say that about their kids, but my son is anything that I could have wanted. And he came 10 days before my birthday, which is July 14th. So yeah, that was my labor and delivery with my son. That was the story of it, and I hope you guys enjoy. And please leave questions or comments in the comment section of what you would want me to talk about next. I could get back into talking about my DID. If you have any questions about like what my mom thinks, or any more questions about my pregnancy, about my mental health now, leave it down in the comments below, and that'll be my next video. So please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, and let's grow together.